Hi, Matt with eTrailer. Today we're going to be talking about the Kuat NV 2.0 bike rack on the back of a 2023 Nissan Murano. Now this is going to be a great option for you if you want to carry a variety of different types of bikes and if you need to make any repairs when you're on the trails. So let's take a closer look at it. This is going to have a weight capacity of up to 60 pounds per bike, so you're going to be able to put on your heavy e-bikes on here. And we're going to have 2 points of contact. We're going to have one on the rear tire using a strap, and on the front tire we're going to have this front ratcheting hook holding everything in place, giving you a very sturdy hold. Now if you ever need to access your hatch, you're going to have that ability. If you just come down here to this lever and pull on it and let it fall towards you, it'll tilt away. Just make sure when you are tilting it towards you, if you have two bikes on there, watch your head. And now I can open up my hatch, and that's going to be great if I'm going grocery shopping or getting anything else in and out of here, or if I want to get ready for my ride, if I want to grab my helmet, or if I even want to just tie my shoes too. But after when you've grabbed everything you need, you can shut your hatch and close it back up, come around to the front, and then put it back into that seated position. All we have to do is lift up until it clicks into place. Now keep in mind, if you do have heavy e-bikes on here, that might be a little bit difficult. But if we want to take a closer look at this rack, we're going to have to take our bike off. So what I like to do is start with this rear strap, just pressing this gray button, pushing that strap through, and then behind, so it's out of the way. Then I move over to the front ratcheting hook. Make sure you grab a hold of your frame so it doesn't fall over. And press up this button, push up, and then away. Now you can just lift up on the bike, pull it towards you, and then you can take it for a ride. Now we can take a closer look at the actual bike rack. If you notice, we have these cradles with a couple divots. These divots will be able to accommodate different tire sizes or wheel sizes up to your 5-inch fat tire. And next to that, we're going to have these straps. And these straps actually have the ability to go up and down this tray to accommodate a variety of different wheelbases. And at the very end of the tray, we have this integrated bike cable lock. You can take that out so you can secure your bikes so no one can take them off. When you've got done taking your bike off, just make sure to put your ratcheting hook back down, because you don't want to be driving down the road with that out. But now we can kind of get some measurements to see how this fits back here. So if I'm going from our back bumper to the back of the carrier, that's going to be a little bit under 31 inches. So that's a decent amount. It's just something more to keep in mind if you're in a tight spot like a parking spot or garage. As for our ground clearance, if I'm going from the furthest point out, that's going to be a little bit over 20 inches, which is pretty good, but it's also something to think about. If you are loading those really heavy e-bikes on here, that might be a little bit of a lift. But if you want to save some space and there's no bikes on here, you can actually tilt this up or fold it up by pressing this lever and pushing up this time. And now when I get this measurement going from our back bumper to the furthest point out, that's going to be a little bit over 12 inches. So that's going to save you a lot of space. As for how it's going to interact on the back of the car, we're not going to block much. We might block our backup camera a little bit, but you'll still be able to use it. And your license plates will be blocked a little bit too, but it's still visible. And your taillights and back window won't be obstructed. Now let's take a closer look at this bike repair stand. This is one of the features that makes this one stand out from the rest. This is going to be a great tool to use if you're on the trails and you need to make some last minute adjustments or something's damaged on your bike. You can just throw it up here real quick so you can make those repairs. And when you're done with it, you can just fold it back down. Oop. Just like that. Now we can take a closer look at how it's installed. We're going to have this 2-inch shank. That's going to go into your 2-inch hitch receiver. Then we're going to have this pin that goes through and connects to a locking core. That locking core is going to use the same key system as our integrated bike cable lock. And at the very end of it, we're going to have this knob, and this is going to be your anti-rattle device. And what's really nice about that is it's tool-free, so all you have to do is just twist it with your hand. But overall, I think this is going to be a solid rack for you. If you're looking for something that's going to be very premium and really easy to use that can carry a variety of different types of bikes. Now, if you don't need all those premium features, then I'd recommend the Rocky Mountains monorail. It's going to work very similar to this one, being able to carry a variety of different types of bikes, that being a carbon frame, alternative frame, or e-bikes. But if you like this one in particular, because it does have that bike repair stand, then I think this is going to be the one for you. But if you liked everything you saw today, that's just a look at the Kuat NV 2.0 bike rack on our 2023 Nissan Murano.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners or evasive maneuvers. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or a pothole or driving over uneven pavement. Now lastly, we're going over some full speed bumps, and we can see here the up and down action, and this will just be like driving in and out of a parking lot, garage, or driveway.